Hello everyone, my name is Shireen and welcome to my Omnicell tier list video. This is actually one that I made myself because I didn't find a Omnicell tier list. So the first one is the Bastion Omnicell, and this was actually a really good Omnicell, especially now that there are so many different pieces of armor that actually utilize shields, and especially in like escalations and stuff where you can get the torrent shield and other kind of abilities as well. So I'm actually going to put this in the A tier. And that one is actually really good to interrupt and stagger behemoths as well. Not stagger, sorry. Actually to knock them out once they're stacking. Discipline Omnicell, I'm literally just going to drop it into S. It is one of the best Omnicells ever because it's high risk, but it's a high reward as well. If you can time the discipline parries perfectly, it is honestly one of the best Omnicells out there. Yes, it takes a lot to learn it, unfortunately, especially the way that Dauntless is, with the dodging being so bad, and if there's lag on the servers as well, it's really hard to get the parry attacks to work. But once it works, and the critical chance that you get with it as well, it is absolutely incredible. So I absolutely love that Omnicell. Iceborne Omnicell is good, but it's not amazing. I think within the past couple of months they've actually nerfed this one a lot, because before I think you had a longer immunity using the Iceborne Omnicell, and I think they've reduced that by quite a lot. I might not be 100% correct about that, but I'm pretty sure they nerfed it, so I'm actually going to put it on C. Iceborne was obviously the meta for Dauntless for so long until they brought this Omnicell. Tempest is honestly, again, I think I'll put it on S tier, honestly. As a person who uses the war pike a lot and loves to get those like quick attacks and stuff, the Tempest Omnicell is just mwah. It's honestly a chef's kiss of an Omnicell, boy. When you pair that with like Grace and Conduit, you just you do so much damage with it as well. And I love how that it stacks up to 5 as well. Absolutely love that Omnicell. It's definitely and the thing as well, it doesn't take long to learn how to use the Tempest Omnicell. The Tempest Omnicell is mostly about the build that you're using. If you're using a build or you like to play Dauntless with high attack speed and high movement speed, Tempest Omnicell is 100% the Omnicell for you. The Revenant Omnicell is really good as well, but I have to put it on A tier, I think. And the only reason I'm going to put it on A tier is literally because you need an Aether charged Shroud's head or Shroud's tail, I believe, to get the Omnicell, and that by itself is just so much of a grind. Like, to go into Blazeworks and have to farm the Bloodshot Shroud is just such a grind, and I know some people do like to grind in this game, but I just don't. But the cell itself is great. It's actually relatively easy to use. It's hard to make a build. I think the builds have to be tweaked a lot to get this Omnicell to work perfectly. Once you get it, it's a beautiful Omnicell. Now, oh my gosh, the Artificer Omnicell. When they first introduced the drone, I think it was last year, with all of the faction pass and the faction future kind of pass, the drone was so good. It would just attack randomly depending on your build. You can get actually a lot of attack from the drone, and they introduced the Artificer Omnicell, and it's just so overcomplicated. All Phoenix Labs had to do was take the stuff they had from the original drone, from the faction paths, and then just put it into the Omnicell. Instead they've got all this weird stuff, like you have to target it at players, you have to put it on the ground in order to create a healing aura. It's not a hard Omnicell to get. You have to break the tail off of a Radiant Koshai. So all the other Omnicells have 1 or 2 things that they usually do, but with this one, it literally has like 4 things. I think it depends on the kind of player you are. If you like to heal people, if you like to maintain your party, then it probably is the drone for you. So for that reason, I'm going to put on D. Again, please tell me what you think about this tier list in the comments down below. Please be nice. Okay, the last 2 tier list videos, people went wild in the comments, and just know that this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, and you can disagree with me, but please do it politely. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.